Hey everyone, today I want to talk about something that's been getting a lot of attention lately, the Terahertz, THZ, therapeutic device. If you've been dealing with muscle tension, joint pain, or just trouble sleeping, you might be wondering if this thing actually works. I was curious too, so I decided to try it out myself. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, what exactly is this device? It's a handheld wand that uses terahertz waves to supposedly promote relaxation and healing. It's got 2 speeds for temperature and wind, plus 3 different modes to choose from. The idea is that these waves help improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and even help you sleep better. Sounds a little out there, right? But I was surprised by how well it actually worked for me. One of the first things I noticed was how easy it is to use. You just point the wand at the area you want to treat, whether it's your neck, shoulders, or lower back, and let it do its thing. The device has a warm setting and a cooler setting, so you can adjust it based on what feels best. I found the warmth setting really soothing, especially after a long day of sitting at my desk. It's like a mini heat therapy session, without having to wrap yourself in a heating pad. I mean, we've all been there, right? You come home from work, and your muscles are just tight from sitting all day. This thing really helps loosen you up. I also tried using it before bed to see if it would help me sleep better. I've struggled with insomnia for years, and I was skeptical that this would make a difference. But after a few nights of using it, I actually noticed I was falling asleep faster. It's not a miracle cure, but it definitely helped me relax enough to drift off. If you're someone who tosses and turns at night, this might be worth a shot. I think what really surprised me was how consistent it was. I didn't just have one good night's sleep, and then go back to my old patterns. I actually felt like I was sleeping more soundly, night after night. Another big plus for me was how it helped with joint pain. I've got a bit of arthritis in my knees, and after using the device for a few weeks, I felt like the stiffness was a little better. It's not going to replace physical therapy or medication, but it's a nice addition to my routine. I'd use it while watching TV or reading a book, and it just felt like a gentle, comforting warmth. I think that's one of the things I appreciate most about this device. It's just so easy to incorporate into your daily life. You don't have to set aside a bunch of time or make a big production out of it. You can just use it as you go about your day. The versatility is another thing I really liked. You can use it on pretty much any part of your body, your back, your arms, even your feet. I even tried it on my hands after a day of typing, and it felt great. The 3 modes let you customize the experience, so you can find what works best for you. It's small and portable, so you can take it with you if you travel, or just keep it by your bed. I think that's really important, especially if you're someone who's always on the go. You can just throw it in your bag and use it whenever you need to. Now, I should mention a couple of things that weren't perfect. First, it's not the quietest device out there. If you're trying to use it in a quiet room, you might hear a slight hum. It's not loud, but it's noticeable. I didn't find it annoying, but I could see how it might bother some people. Second, the effects aren't permanent. If you stop using it, the benefits fade over time. So it's not a one-and-done fix, but more of a tool to add to your self-care routine. I think that's an important thing to keep in mind. This device isn't a replacement for other treatments or therapies you might be using. It's just something that can help support your overall health and wellness. I also want to talk a bit about the science behind terahertz waves. Overall, though, I was really impressed with how well this worked. It's not some magical cure, but it's a simple, easy-to-use device that can help with relaxation, sleep, and pain relief. If you're someone who's dealing with chronic pain, or just wants to unwind after a long day, it's worth checking out. I think it's one of those things that can just make a big difference in your daily life, you know. It's not a huge investment of time or money, but it can have a pretty significant impact on how you feel. And I think that's what we are all looking for, right? Ways to feel better, to live healthier, to just enjoy life more. The link is below if you want to take a closer look.